Shalom, Israel. It's your boy New Breed coming through with another live stream. And I'm going to go right in. I'm just going to allow YouTube a few moments to fluctuate the video and send the notifications out. As you come into this live stream, make sure you hit the thumbs up. I know we off the early morning. What's good with y'all? What's good? Glad y'all catching another live stream. So apparently, ladies and gentlemen, the stimulus package that's supposed to be going to millions of United States citizens, the Senate is considering utilizing what they are calling Fed digital dollars. Fed digital dollars. Now, recently, actually in my last live stream, I spoke about the 666 Mark of the Beast cashless society. And with the brink of this pandemic, it seems that we are on the road to having a cashless society. Now, for those who've been living under a rock, or those who don't know what's taking place in the world, or those who are just not, I would say, spiritually inclined or historically inclined, there's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new under the sun. There's been great travesties committed against whole nations plenty of times. There's been genocides plenty of times. There's been debacles, downfalls. In fact, I'm going to go as far as to say that every single, what they call a great nation, a powerhouse nation, a fierce rulership, they always fall. And they fall hard. Good morning, family. Good morning. I see I got my moderators in the house. That's what's up, y'all. That's what's up. Glad to see y'all this morning. So, what you have with the brink of this pandemic that they are calling the coronavirus, what you have is personal freedom versus public health. You have personal freedom versus public health. It's a clear-cut case of that. And it seems that public health seems to be winning. Now let's talk about it. Let's get into this. It's so much going on. Where do you begin? Where do you begin? Now, for all of the families who had to go without during this strenuous time period of a pandemic, the stimulus package is offering $1,000. Now, the Senate is unclear of how this currency would work or the transference of this currency, but what they ensure is that everyone who gets the digital currency, the money will be expedited. So they're coming in the whole auspice of it being more convenient for the regular citizen to receive their money, whatever they lost during this pandemic. And it's ironic because when you look at it, when you really pay attention to what's going on, it seems that every time there's any sort of crisis that takes place, there's a snowball effect that strips away certain freedoms from us. Now I'm going to explain this. When you have cash, that is a freedom. When you have paper cash, that is privacy. The way you spend your paper dollar is privacy. So you're being stripped of privacy. And we're coming to the point where, as I said in my last live stream, cash is going to be demonized. They're going to say cash is filthy. The dollars have too much germs on it. They're going to say that the spread of this disease comes through the dollars, and they're going to get rid of the dollars. You're going to see the dollars completely burnt by the Federal Reserve. They're going to roll out the Mark of the Beast system, and that's what it is. It's the Mark of the Beast written of in Revelations chapter 13, where no man can buy or sell without receiving a mark, without receiving that chip, that tracking device that goes under the right hand, goes under the skin of the right hand. That time is coming. And there's a lot of people in doubt about that. And let me explain this. This is not a test, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a test. This is not a drill. This is not something that they're testing right now to do 10 years from now. This is something they're doing right now. 2020, ladies and gentlemen. You need hindsight, perfect vision right now. 2020, right now, this is something they're doing. Anytime they completely shut down everything, completely reset the economy. We're talking about all major sports. We're talking about schools. Do you know how much money that they lost just shutting schools down? When they decide to shut down everything, they're resetting the economy. This is not a test. And they're rolling out digital currency. Right now, that's what they're calling it. Somebody said buy gold. Definitely gold is up and silver is down right now. Gold is up and silver is down. Gold has always been more valuable than diamonds. And we were all in following hip hop. We thought that diamonds was where it's at, but gold has always been where it's at, because gold can also be used as resources. Somebody said it's Bitcoin. Yeah, they're calling it the federal digital dollar. They're making it unclear of how this digital dollar would be paid. But all it does is gives the federal government, more control. While your money is in those banks, you got to understand that they're going to have such control where they can take from you. You will be taxed on everything. And it would just be a whole skimming off the top scheme. It'll be a scam. In fact, the whole debt system, the credit, the debt, all of it's a scam, ladies and gentlemen. All of it's a scam. If you're in this live stream, make sure you hit the thumbs up. We want to make sure this video spreads because we got some jewels to drop. And it's a lot of questions I know a lot of people want answered in the brink of this pandemic. I want y'all to know, first and foremost, listen, there's a lot of fear tactics being utilized by the higher ups. All right? There's a lot of fear tactics being utilized. I want y'all to understand what times we living in. We are just getting through Passover. Or we're on the cusp of Passover. Passover in the biblical days have so much relevance to the times that we living in, ladies and gentlemen. When that blood was marked at the door, the enemy, the one who came to steal, the one who came to kill, that firstborn son, it skipped over their house. So that's a message within a message right there. That's basically saying that, listen, if you under the covering of the Most High, if you under the covering, under the shadow of the Lord, you don't have nothing to worry about. No plague should enter your dwellings. No sickness should come into your household. There's nothing to worry about. And I want y'all to know that fear attracts negative energy. If you're a person who is just panicking through all this, you're afraid, you don't know what's going to happen. You can clearly see what's happening and things are taking place. And don't get it twisted. Much knowledge brings much grief. The more that you know, the more it is grieving unto you. And that's according to the scriptures. The more you know, the more it grieves you. And I can understand that because it's grieving. It's for me in particular. It's grieving for me to know that there's so many people that are lost. There's so many people that are just going to willingly submit to Satan. There's so many people who are going to be destroyed during this time. I feel like 2/3 of our people will be cut off from being people. They will be cut off. And it's because of the ignorance. It's because they don't want to open their eyes. They don't want to listen. They don't want to take heed. And right now, more than ever, it's time for people to really, whatever they got going wrong in their life, whatever it is that you're going through, whatever type of situation or scenario that you might be in, where there's a wrong that you need to right, just do the right thing, y'all. Just do the right thing right now. Whatever it is, if you have the ability to control something and do what's right within your own life or in the life of others, if you have wronged somebody, take this time as an opportunity to right your wrongs. Right your wrongs. Take responsibility for the things that you have done. I think everything that we seeing in this particular life right now in this world should be a learning experience for us to really critique ourselves, view ourselves from the outside looking in, and change the things that we can change. Because they're rolling out this thing, y'all. They're rolling out the mark of the beast. They're rolling out the cashless society. Everything that the Bible spoke about is happening right now. I know that there's a lot of ideologies and beliefs floating around the internet. There's a lot of people believing various books, various ideas. Fam, let me just be straight up with you. The Bible is the only thing that's telling the truth. The Bible is the only thing that is legit when it comes to prophecy. Plain and simple. You cannot dispute that. They know it. The people who follow all of these various beliefs, at this point in time, they know. They know what it is. So now that they know, we know, everybody know, let's dig into that word and find out what it is what we got to do in these times. What's good, family? We got 254 in the house, 92 likes. Y'all make sure y'all thumb the video up. Let's see what y'all got to say. Prepare for great shaking like never before. Most definitely. Absolutely, it is the mark of the beast. Most definitely. What's good, family? The real Derek Jackson in the house. Most definitely. Someone said, what do you think is going to happen? Well, there's a lot of speculation going around. I do believe that they're going to usher in a new system as far as economics. The economy was reset, clearly. That's why everything was shut down. Now we're beginning to see the true agenda. Like I said before, this whole pandemic, um, I think we're seeing the true agenda of what's taking place. There was a clip back in, I believe it was 2007. It had Alex Jones. And Alex Jones was talking about the CDC, which is located in Atlanta. Thank you for the donation, family. Which is located in Atlanta, by the way. And how, in the brink of a pandemic, what can happen. And he kind of showed a simulation of what can happen. And literally, if you go back and look for that clip, matter of fact, I'm going to share that clip in my community board after this video. After this live stream, I'm going to share that clip of Alex Jones and what he was saying. And I'm going to put it in the community section. I want y'all to watch that video because that video kind of summed up what's taking place right now. And I truly believe that more than ever, it's important for people to do what's right. It's important for people to do what's right. Whatever they got wrong, whatever, whatever deed or sin that you got in your life right now that's wrong, something that you can correct, something that you can change, something that you can, fix. I think it's important more than ever to focus on that. I think it's important more than ever to focus on righting your wrongs and just treating people right. I'm gonna say this too. when it comes to this social distancing, right? Right now, more than ever, of course, the system doesn't want us to gather in groups larger than 10. They don't want us to have barbecues right now, even though the weather is breaking. They don't want us to really come out and go to the parks. They don't want us to come together and congregate. But we have to have an understanding with each other, even without speaking, even without being in close proximity of each other all the time. We got to have an understanding with each other. And I'm speaking of those who live in communities, neighborhoods. Share something with your neighbor. Right now, this is the advice I'm giving you right now. Knock on your neighbor's door. Knock on your neighbor's door, right? Share something with them. Everybody should be sharing something with their neighbor. Whether it be some eggs, whether it be some milk, whether it be some bread, trash bags, toilet paper, share with your neighbors. Knock on their door, share with them. Somebody laughing, but I'm dead serious right now, because what I'm trying to show you here is that we have to have a understanding of each other. See, so far, people have not reacted the way that they wanted them to react. So far, here it is. You got damn near 30 states that's got military in place. You got damn near 30 states that got military in place, right? Nobody is going crazy yet. Nobody is fighting with each other. Nobody is really robbing each other. Because listen, in our subconscious minds, I don't care if you follow the scriptures or not, if you follow the Bible or not, you know that somewhere in your subconscious mind that we are one. As people, we are one. And that there must be love, admiration, and respect for each other, regardless of your beliefs. So, share with your neighbor. Treat your neighbor with respect. Because guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Everything that's happened, we are going to need each other. That's why they're making us social distance. They're making us untrustworthy among each other. They don't want you to trust your neighbor. They want you to look at your neighbor like a disease. Let me put this out here. We are the virus. We are the virus. Let that marinate. We are the virus. To these satanic Luciferians, they're trying to get rid of us. This is like Hunger Games out here, y'all. And more advice I could give. If you have the resources to travel abroad, when that window of opportunity comes, travel abroad. Visit places where I would say more susceptible to live off the land, to grow your own gardens, to grow your own crops. If you have the resources to do that, I recommend that you do that. And guess what? Bring others with you. Bring others with you. Because that's the times we living in. Because when this mark of the beast shit rolls out, when this digital currency, and they're gonna roll it out slowly, so you don't know what you being hit with. They're gonna roll this thing out, and it's gonna be like, first it's gonna start off with just digital currency, as they call it, and then it's gonna spin out to maybe just some type of ID or wallet or some particular card that you have to use. And then listen, it's going to be all out implants, underneath the skin implants. It's going to have your medical history on it. It may have your financial history on it. It's going to have all your bank information, routing number, account number. It's going to have everything, and it's going to go right inside your body. That is going to be the mark of the beast, because this system wants you to eat right out of their hands. They don't want you to, they want you to operate in the fear of losing everything. In the fear of not having your next meal. That's why the Bible says, depend on the Lord for thy daily bread. If you go outside, you see ducks eating every day. You see birds, they eat every day. The Most High makes sure the birds get fed. He makes sure all the little stray cats, stray dogs, and all of that, they get to eat every day. So what you think, if you God's child like you say you are, if you chosen like you say you are, you think he's not going to feed you? You think he's going to make sure that you don't have a place to lay your head? You think you're not going to be able to survive this? Christ himself said in the scriptures, and I'm paraphrasing, even birds have nests, but the Son of Man have no place to live. Even birds have nests. See, Christ wasn't a rich man, ladies and gentlemen. He went wherever the Spirit led him. He went wherever the Spirit led him. That's why when I speak about targeted individuals, I talk about having a free mind. I talk about being able to adapt, adaptivity, being able to go from one place to another, being able to take whatever clothes that's on your back, take a book bag, and be able to say, look, I don't care about this car. I don't care about that house. I don't care about none of it. I don't care about that job. I don't care. When it's time for me to go, pew, I'm out of there. That's how you got to think. And the Most High going to tell you when it's time to move, and you're going to move wisely. And if you can't control that, if you can't, listen, you got to accept the things you accept the things you cannot change, ladies and gentlemen. Accept the things you can't change. Rely on the Most High. Repent. Pray. Don't drive yourself crazy watching this news, because listen, the only news you should be looking at is the Bible prophecy. That's the news. That's the news. And if you want to watch the news to see how it lines up with Bible prophecy, go ahead. But the ultimate news, the ultimate information that you should be digesting right now is biblical information. Point blank, period. Hey, brother Abaya inside the nation, family. We got brother Abaya from Inside the Nation in the chat. Most definitely, fam. I'm gonna give you a call once this stream is over, cause we got to do a show. There's a lot of groundbreaking information that's gonna come. I'll thumb this video up if y'all want to see another edition of Inside the Nation featuring brother New Breed and Abaya. If y'all want to see it, we can make it happen. Cool. We might have. Hey, you see them thumbs going up, Abaya? We might have to put together a show, family. Yeah, but right now it's preparation. It's go time, ladies and gentlemen. I done a lot of research on the RFID two-way radio frequency chip. The same chip that goes into your pets when they get lost, well, to avoid them from being lost, I should say. The same chip that's produced by Very Chip, and that's VERI chip. The same chip that is the actual satellite is called Digital Angel. All of these terms that I just gave y'all, I want y'all to do a search on these terms. I want you to read them thoroughly. Because, listen, we got to study to show ourselves approved. I want you to study Very Chip, the company, VERI chip. I want you to study Digital Angel. And I want you to study RFID two-way radio frequency chips. I want y'all to study these things. Really go look these things up, ladies and gentlemen. Because it's gonna give you an eye-opening look at what they've been trying to conspire. It's gonna really open your eyes to what is happening right now, as far as this federal digital dollar that they putting out there. And y'all gotta understand, it's nothing but a scam. The credit system is a scam. Think about this. When you're born, you should have no credit whatsoever, right? So why should that stop you from acquiring anything if you have a clean slate? If you have a clean slate, they could say, oh, you have lack of credit. And then they find a way to drop your credit score, rise your credit score, drop your credit score, It's all a scam. All right. And the rumor is, allegedly, that they're going to get rid of the IRS once they roll out digital currency. And that's one of the things where a lot of people are going to, just want it. And I'm going to say this too. There's going to come a time where you're going to see the same celebrities, these same taskmasters that's walking around talking about they got the coronavirus, the same ones that's acting like they happy that they got it. Those same people are going to be advertising the digital dollars. They're going to be advertising the digital money. Mark my words. You're going to see them getting those chips. They already sold by Satan. They already puppets. Let's see. Somebody said they trolling you. It's all good. We welcome the trolls as well. Yep. Let's see. Gregory Mitchell says, religion comes from man who taught you how to be in a relationship with your fellow man by modeling the relationship with the Most High. Absolutely. Religion was made to divide, just like this system and this pandemic is causing social divide. And straight up, you got public health versus personal freedoms. This, what's happening right now, is illegal. It's a travesty. You're telling people they can't personally be free based on public health. I mean, when you look at it, it's like the perfect weapon against us right now. They couldn't utilize their other methods. All of the magic, witchcraft, and sorcery. They couldn't utilize the false flag events, the lies. Now they have to come with the pandemic. What's good, family? I'm glad y'all catching this live. We got 437 in the building, 187 likes. Get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Get those likes up. Because these are the videos that are really promoting awareness to what's taking place, y'all. Doesn't cost you nothing to hit that thumbs up. Get that video fluctuated. Somebody said this their first time on live. I'm glad you catching it, family. God bless you. Somebody asks, how do you prepare for these times? Well, you want to be prayed up. You want to right your wrongs. You want to listen. The Bible says a man who tries to save his life will lose his life, but a man who loses his life shall save his life. Now, what that means is when you just say, you know what, I'm not going to be selfish, because right now you're going to see the birth of narcissists. A lot of narcissistic people are going to come out. They're going to come out from underneath the rock, ladies and gentlemen, because when desperate measures kick in, narcissism kicks in. So what you got to do to prepare is you got to be absolutely selfless. You got to lose your own life, your own inhibitions, your own selfishness, and be willing to right your wrongs. Be willing to help your people. Be willing to help those around you. Be willing to really submit to the Most High, because the love of your brother and sister is the greatest love you can have. And the Bible also says charity covers the multitudes of sins. So if you're in a position to be charitable, to help your people, to do things, that's a good idea to do. If you're in a position to counsel others, help others get through it, you need to be doing that, because right now, that's how you prepare. That's how you prepare. You be selfless. Share with your neighbor. Share with your neighbor. When you see your neighbors outside, no more, listen, brothers and sisters, no more of looking at people with the evil eye. No more of walking by somebody mean mugging. No more of that. No more. Wrong time for that. From here on out, when you walk by your neighbor, listen, you need to speak. How you doing? Is everything okay? You got everything you need. Do you got everything you need? The day of looking at your brother like competition, that needs to end. The day of looking at your sister like competition, that needs to end. Even if it's just you doing it. Listen, when you are a chosen person and you are conducting yourself a certain way, I don't think y'all realize the power you have. I don't think you realize how powerful you are. If you downtrodden, stressed out, anxious, angry, afraid, like the rest of the world, when you walk down the street, you basically push that energy out there. You push that energy out there, and the Most High might have put you in a particular neighborhood. He might have put you in a particular environment to be a light to that environment, to stop things from being what it is. But you just as afraid as everybody else. You're supposed to be a believer. You're supposed to be in the truth. You're supposed to be following the Lord. But you walking around looking at everybody the same way. You walking around with a mask on looking at your brother like they a virus. Looking at your sister like she a virus. Lead by example. Because that's what they want. You want to prepare? Be selfless. Be kind. Show charity. Show good works. Right now, more than ever, it's time to do that. And don't be afraid. Walk that walk. Listen, we done knew this truth for a long time now. A lot of y'all that's on my channel who are subscribed, y'all knew this truth for a long time now. We talked the talk for a long time. Walk the walk, yo. We talked the talk, now let's walk the walk. Straight up. Let's see. Somebody said we shouldn't relocate. The Most High will guide accordingly. Absolutely. The Most High will guide you. I'm not telling you what to do, but let me explain something to you. Your civil liberty, as this so-called sovereign land, you should have the absolute right to travel. You should have the right to travel abroad. When that right is being stripped from right underneath you, then there's a problem. That should show you something. That should show you that this system wants you to be stagnated. They don't want you to be free flowing and free thinking and moving and traveling. So if you have the resources, if you have the courage to travel abroad, let me revert back to slavery for a moment. I know people hate when you talk about slavery. They think you're being racist or cliche or using some sort of sob story. But let me say this. When slaves were being enslaved, when they were in bondage, they was giving up their right leg, their hands, their arms, their ligaments, even their testicles to just leave, to escape, to seek freedom. Just think about, wrap your mind around that. So if you have an opportunity to basically travel and see other things where you may want to live, you should have that God-given right. That's the point. You should have that. You should be able to do that if you're free. If you're so-called free, you should be able to do what you want to do. Nobody should tell you you can't travel or see the world. And that's all I'm saying. That's it. Right, absolutely. Preaching freedom. That's all. Absolutely. Somebody said keep the commandments. Most definitely. That's how you prepare as well. Keep those commandments. Now we can break down into about a 5 minute Q&A. If y'all got questions regarding the what they're calling the Fed digital dollar, if you got questions regarding this new world order that they're working on, if you got questions regarding the market of beasts, anything of that nature, make sure you fire away because I'm willing to answer right now. And one more time, hit the thumbs up for Q&A because it allows more people to be able to get the questions that they wanted to know. Are you still in Jamaica? No, I am back in Atlanta. I'm back in Atlanta. Hopefully, in the near future, I will be going back to Jamaica. Um, now, for everybody who was asking a lot of questions about the spiritual retreat, everything's in the works. I'm going to be posting some footage later of where we're at with it. I'm going to be showing some more videos and footage from Jamaica to show you kind of what you would be doing, where you would be, things of that nature. And we're still progressing. We're still working. Ladies and gentlemen, the spiritual retreat is absolutely going to be phenomenal for those who participate. For those who have WhatsApp, make sure you email me at kingbreed 404 at gmail.com. That's kingbreed 404 at gmail.com. And I will, as soon as everything is updated, I'm actually storing your WhatsApp number. I have it in a database. Once everything is uploaded, you will receive a call, you will receive a text, and we will go through the whole process of getting you involved. Getting you involved. We're looking for people who have various skills, people who can tend soil, people who can plant crops, people who have done security details. We looking for people who can build, carpenters. I mean, there will be work, and I'm speaking mostly to people who want to take permanent residence. Now, for those who want to come for the retreat, we got everything. We're working everything out on our end to make sure that y'all have a beautiful time. Somebody said, "How about chefs?" Yeah, most definitely, especially if you can, you know, if you can cook a fresh chicken, a fresh goat. I'm talking about real meat, not in processed and genetically modified. If you know how to clean those animals, cook those animals, prepare them. We're looking for everybody, and we're gonna go through that. We're gonna go through more semantics a little bit later, but it's gonna be beautiful. What are your thoughts on the mark of the beast? I think that according to Revelations 13, and I believe it's verses 16 and 17, where it says, "And he would cause those to receive a mark in their hand or on their head or their right hand, excuse me, that they will not be able to buy and sell." And it says he will cause great, small and large, rich and poor, free and bond. So we're talking about everybody. There's going to be a lot of people who are going to be willing participants. And it seems that this whole pandemic is going to make people so degraded, fearful of losing everything, fearful of not having food. And I think they're going to systematically put us through a Great Depression. It's going to be organized chaos to put us through a Great Depression to the point where people are going to be pretty much begging for this digital currency. And there's going to be a lot of people sending themselves straight to hell because, listen, right now, you have a chance to have your soul. Right now, you have a chance of true freedom. Right now, you have a chance to be one with the Heavenly Father, the Creator, the Most High. If you receive that chip, then you're eating from your master's hand. You're basically going to Satan. You're relying on the devil, Lucifer, for your daily bread. You will not inherit the kingdom. You will be doomed. See, these chips have something called lithium inside of them. They have what they have is it's a mechanism in it where they can just turn it off altogether. They can release lithium out through your body. They can kill you with this chip. It changes your DNA. It changes your biological marker. It then makes you an android. It then makes you an artificial being. It shifts your spirit. It changes you. You are now under the control of the enemy. Look how big they are on control. Look how big they are on control. It's not enough where they take away the currency and you have a debit card. It's not enough. They want to be able to track you, locate you. They want your every move. You have this whole system wanting to just strip away all of your freedoms and control you. So that's what the mark of the beast is all about. It's all about control. It's all about you relying on Satan and the government opposed to you relying on God, on the Most High. And it's not far-fetched no more, ladies and gentlemen. For all those who was in disbelief, for all of those who did not believe the Bible, for all of those who did not believe all of the prophets and teachers and all of these various brothers who've been talking for years about what's taking place, it is no longer far-fetched. Not with the Fed digital dollar as a relief for the pandemic. Not with the Fed digital dollar. Not with the RFID two-way radio frequency chip. Not with Very Chip. Not with Digital Angel. And listen, let me put this out there. They might not even use that particular prototype. They may use a different prototype. Who knows what this Real ID Act is? They might not use the RFID, but if you research the RFID, whatever it is they're going to use, if not the RFID, whatever it is that they're going to use is going to be very similar to that. That may just be a prototype. Because I can see it now. It comes out, they got a chip. No, you said it was going to be the RFID, so I can get it. If you get anything in your body that is to buy or sell, let me break this down. Let me reason with you on the lowest level. If you get anything in your body, your right hand, your head, whatever, that you need to buy or sell, or a form of identification that's implanted in you, you have received the mark of the beast. Point blank, period. I don't care which prototype they use, but these are some of the ones you can research. Somebody asked about the vaccines. There's been rumored that there'll be mandatory vaccines, and that's just a rumor right now. Um, I honestly believe that there'll be enough people who are ignorant and they will willingly go get vaccinated. They'll willingly go get vaccinated, even if they don't show symptoms. Recently, there was a couple in Arizona. A husband died. He died because he was so afraid that he took fishbowl cleaner. The man took fishbowl cleaner. Him and his wife. The wife got critically ill, and the husband died because they were afraid of contracting the coronavirus. Because apparently the fishbowl cleaner had active ingredients. It was the same medicine that Donald Trump was promoting. And I can't remember what it was called. It started with a C. It'll come to me later. But anyway, if you know the name of the medicine that Donald Trump was trying to promote, put it in the chat. But anyway, it had that active ingredient in it. So this couple was so afraid of contracting the coronavirus, they drunk it. Somebody, chloroquine, that's it. It's called chloroquine. So it had chloroquine in the fishbowl cleaner, but it also had deadly, I mean, it had all kind of deadly stuff in it. And the news was saying, hey, they died. They basically spent it to make it seem like Trump, recommended this medicine and it killed somebody, that's just not true. What it is that's what fear would do. Here it is. They wrap your minds around this. They were so afraid. They didn't even have the virus. They were so afraid of contracting it, they went and drunk fishbowl cleaner, although there's a label right on the package that says not for human consumption. Not for human consumption. Yeah, they was out here drinking drinking fishbowl cleaner, cork, just to get chloroquine in their body. So that tells me that people are afraid right now. People are terrified. They shaking in their boots. There's going to be people that's going to willingly go get vaccinated. So I don't even think they have to. I don't think they have to make it mandatory, because the fear mechanism is in place. There's no faith. People have no faith. Yep, absolutely. Faith is key. What do you think about the bunkers? What bunkers in particular are you speaking about? Uh, I'm thinking you're talking about the bunkers that the powers that be have. I think that it doesn't make a difference whether they have bunkers or not. The Most High says in the Bible they can't hide. You can hide in the mountains. You can hide anywhere. You can hide near and far. You could try to hide in space. When the Most High come to collect, when he comes to bring retribution to this earth, when he comes to bring judgment and vengeance comes, doesn't matter where you hide. You ain't gonna make it. You gonna get snatched right out of that bunker. Or that bunker is gonna cave in right on. That bunker will cave right in on you. Y'all gotta understand, we dealing with the Most High God. Even in the midst of all this chaos, even in the midst of all this chaos, the ones who are doing this evil, even they are tools. I want y'all to wrap your mind around this. We're gonna get into something right now. And this right here should just strip all fear, any doubt and fear that you have within your body. I hope that what I'm about to say to you, it just strips it right out of you. What if I told you that even all of what you see with the contagion, with the pandemic, with martial law, with FEMA camps, concentration camps, the whole nine. What if I told you even the Most High God is in control of all of that? What if I told you even the government, the powers that be that spread the fear? What if I told you even they are puppet? Even what if I told you even they are puppets? That's how powerful God is. What if I told you he controls the, what if I told you this? He controls what's light and what's dark. Wrap your mind around this. He controls life, death, light, dark. Wrap your mind around this, y'all. He controls the whole picture. Now picture that. If you know that, why would you be afraid? Anything that happens on this planet, anything is God's will. Even when your personal enemy in your life is doing something to you, being evil, they're being used. They're being used to help you. They're being used to actually chastise you, mold you, change you, shift the narrative. So I don't question the Most High. I don't question, when you get into the mentality of, why, Lord, why is all this evil happening in the world? Why is all of this happening? Why? You will never wrap your mind around the Alpha and Omega. What was written was written. What's going to happen is going to happen. What's supposed to be will be. I ain't losing no sleep at night over this. I recommend that you don't either. I recommend that you practice charity, you treat your neighbors right, you treat your brothers and sisters right, you be a light to your people, you do what's right. If you doing the right thing in your life, the right thing, then why be afraid? If you going to work every day, you got a family, you trying to provide for your family, you trying to keep these commandments. You trying your best to eat healthy. You just want to be a good person. You doing what's right in your life. Why the hell would you be afraid? You believe in God, right? Right? Why would you be afraid? Now let me explain something else. 2/3 of our people will be cut off. And that's why I'm talking about why it's so important to get right. If you're a person in them streets, and we've already got a viewpoint. We already got a viewpoint of what's going to happen to all the street dudes. If you're a person out there, and I'm talking about those people who have an option. If you want to continue to sell the drugs, if you want to continue to gang bang, if you want to continue to have no regard for human life, continue to whoremonger, disregard women and children, do whatever it is you do for selfishness, you're going to be the first ones to go. 2/3 going to get cut off. And you see it with these rappers. You see them rappers just dropping like flies for a reason. And no disrespect to them or their families, but their lifestyle, they're being judged. Judgment is coming to this earth. The music that they put out cast spells on people. The negative energy they put out cast spells on people. And guess what? The Most High judging them, taking them right on out. And some of those people, with all of this happening, they're going to be the first ones to go. They're going to be the first ones to go. Think about this for a second. They are, right now, whatever's essential in life, that has to be the focus. Whatever's essential. So all of the drug dealers, all of the people who own strip clubs, hear me out. All the people who own strip clubs, own bars, clubs, all the people who selling drugs, all the people who doing wickedness, non-essential. Non-essential. So guess what? That makes you non-essential. Pay attention to what I'm saying. The drugs, you can't be out here social. You got to be social distancing. The strip club owner, and no disrespect to these people because you're businessmen. But at the end of the day, is your business referencing the Most High? Is your business helping bring forth the kingdom? Is your business helping bring, uplift, and elevate your people? Because strip clubs, club owners, those who own weed dispensaries, those who own this, those who selling drugs, you're non-essential. You are non-essential. So what do you think this system is going to do with you? Now those who working at the grocery stores, right? Bagging. Oh man, Costco's paying $20 now. Now the people who are actually doing the work, all those people out there who are and let me say this too, all you teachers out there who are out of jobs, all you teachers who are out of jobs, is the education system teaching our people? Is the education system teaching our people who we are? Is it teaching our history? Non-essential. Their education always been trash. That's why they can shut it down. We don't believe it anyway. The people don't believe what they're saying in those systems anyway. They're all lies. You really believe that a monkey evolved from evolution and that you came from a monkey? They shut it down because guess what? Non-essential. So everything that's non-essential right now, and I want you to pay attention. This will show you how to move and moving forward. All you young brothers out there out here still running the block, still doing whatever, get your life together. Get it together, Slim, because it ain't gonna end well. It ain't gonna end well. If what you do is non-essential, what do you think they're gonna do with you? And I know a lot of people are out of jobs, and I understand because a lot of us just do what we gotta do to survive. But those times are over. Working for companies that are not for the benefit of the kingdom of the Most High, it's gonna have to end. It's gonna have to end. And right now, um, I always spoke about keeping your Second Amendment. I've always spoke about that. I've worked in the firearm industry for 4 years now. And it is imperative for preparation to arm yourself. If you're able to purchase a firearm, purchase a firearm. As of now, the Second Amendment is still in place. It's still in place. If you can have a firearm, get one. And I'm not saying to do it out of fear. Not saying that all your battles got to be fought with force. But even the Bible says in the book of Luke, sell your cloak to buy a sword. Now, when it says sell your cloak to buy a sword, that says sell the clothes off of your back to buy a weapon. Sell the clothes off your back to have a weapon. Learn how to use that weapon. And be prepared. Prepare yourself. So it's honestly an honor to be able to supply people with firearms. It's an honor. I feel like the Most High put me in this particular field of work for that reason, because we need to be prepared. Even the prophets of old had swords, y'all. They had swords. Don't get it twisted what the Roman Catholic Church showed you about the characters of the book. They were ready for war. They were prepared. So, a lot of people was asking what to do in these times, and that's just some of the things that we got to do to prepare. And, that's what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully this video helped you out. I want y'all to share this particular video. Make sure you show this video to your loved ones, because this will help everybody moving forward and how we must conduct ourselves within our communities. There's going to be more content coming soon, showing more information of the spiritual retreat. I look forward to meeting y'all in person, because one day that's what it's going to come to. And hopefully this video edified you. And I'd like to thank y'all for viewing. As always, stay safe out here. With that being said, shalom and peace.